Hi, Guido Fox here. Welkom bij een nieuw book report. Today I want to discuss with you the book The Rebel. The Rebel from Osho. Pages 350 pages of new spiritual development material. The Rebel, Osho. You have to be a rebel in your life to grow out of the matrix. There is no other choice than become a rebel, to become contrary against standard norms, standard social patterns, mediocre norms, avoiding mediocre people. To grow out of the matrix, you have to be rebellious. You have to be a rebel. You have to arguing against people in your surroundings if you disagree on them, or you have to walk away, but you have to grow. You have to grow, and you cannot grow if there are a lot of trees next to you and they don't grow, and you're there, and it costs you so much energy constantly and constantly. If you have put your energy into your surroundings, you cannot grow. So you have to be alone. You have to be fight for yourself in your life. Create self-love for yourself, and then you can grow. You need space. Space. And all your rebel attitude in life is another word or action for getting your space, getting your water, getting your spiritual water, getting your spiritual wine to grow out of that matrix, to grow out of mediocrity, to grow out further in your development. So you need space. Space and time. Time. Take your time for spiritual development. How more time, how better. No hurriness here. No hurriness in opening up. Take your time. Do it with awareness. Do it with attention. Take your time for personal development, for spiritual evolvement. Take your time, take your time. But you have to be a rebel. You have to be a rebel to fight yourself out of the matrix. And it costs a little bit energy there to fight yourself out of the crowd, out of crowd crappy conditionings. Cost energy. Cost energy to grow out, to go higher in your social awareness, in your social development, in your mental health, because the most people are very unhappy and are mental crazy. They are mentally crazy. The most people are mediocre, mentally crazy. So it costs energy and time to raise your frequency, to get it on a higher level. It costs time and space. It costs time and space to get out of there. But it starts with becoming critical, rebellious attitude there. Page 3. Humanity is falling on the same level as animals or even below animalistic behavioral patterns. You have to understand this very well. Do your neighbor or your friends or whatever, or your family or your colleagues are operating socially on an animal level or below animal behavioral patterns? They're all stuck in their ego. They all want to have more money. They all want to have hotter girls. They all want to have rich guys. They all want to be on the top on their hierarchy level. They all want to have a bigger car. They all want to put you down to feel themselves better. They're all jealous if the time comes there that you're riding there with your wonderful Porsche Cayenne next to them. Jealousy will arise. So you have to understand, if you want to grow out of the matrix, that you maybe have to grow out of the friends or the social circle you're in now. And aware that a lot of people are operating on an animalistic social pattern or even below an animal vibe. They are grabbing, conflict, aggression. If I walk in a city town, I see it in my surroundings. So that's interesting to understand. If you understand this, we can grow together. We can grow together so hard. We can grow in our skills, in our social skills, in our opening up, in our awakening process, in our empathy levels. We will grow together to bring you on a higher evolutionary plane, frequency, on a higher evolutionary frequency, who is coming maybe 2, 3, 500,000 years from now. Another frequency full of empathy, love, and caringness, and warmth, and healing forces. But you have to understand that now, in the world, it's still on an animalistic level. And that brings me to the next phase. That brings me to the next topic. And it's all about dimensions. Page 47. Osho talks about dimensions. He was in another dimension. He was on another plane. He was on a plane beyond time and space. He was in his chakras. In his 7 chakras, he was drunk. He was drunk as hell. He was drunk, spiritual drunk, in his 7 chakras. More drunk or happy or ecstatic than ecstasy. He was drunk. He lived in a totally other dimension, that everything in the surroundings of you is so incredible beautiful, so incredible fairy tale, so incredible paradise. And that's what people also told about Osho. They're coming in their ashram and they say, this is a totally other world. It's a world of love, of freedom, anti-aggression, anti-violence, anti-grabbing, anti-animalistic. It's a group of higher people. the chosen fews. So dimensions, and he said something interesting on page 47, and that it's all about becoming enlightened. It's all about becoming enlightenment. It's your personal development, it's your political strategy, it is your society vision. It's all about becoming enlightenment. And then it's all fine. Then it's all okay. Then creativity will start working. And innovation will come because we are all more in peace and without any form of repression. Page 19.6 is about the matrix trap, and it's so unbelievable interesting because you grow up with this. They think that they are highly cultured. Especially the Western societies are thinking that we're so arrogant. We're so arrogant. They think that we are highly cultured, but they are not yet cultured. We're not there. We are not civilized. We are not there. So we are all in the same trap. Oh, we are so cultured. We are so good. And then you don't grow anymore. You become lazy as a society. Oh, we are so highly cultured. So you're stuck in that arrogance frame, right? And the second one, and they think that they are very religious. And they are not religious. They're placing some churches and other kind of buildings and they think they're religious. No way. They don't know what religion is. They don't know. They don't know what culture is. They don't know what religion is. They don't really know. And if you don't know, then you know. If you don't know, you know, and you're empty. You're empty, you're fully empty. You're not fixed on patterns. You're not fixed there. You're more empty. You're empty with new vibe in you, new energy in you. Because you're stuck in patterns. You're stuck in conditioning. And then you become an emperor. You become an emperor of yourself. Page 249. If you're empty, you become full. And if you're full, you become an emperor about yourself. And self-confidential emperor, full with self-confidence. You become an emperor of yourself. First, you become an emperor of yourself. That's the most important thing. Become an emperor of yourself. Then you can share. Then you can share fully as an emperor. And you have to learn to deal with insecurities, the insecurities of life. Tomorrow it can be over. Tomorrow the death can come. Take a little bit more risk in your life. Don't cling to security. The only security is your grave. Page 320. The only security is your grave. Your grave is your only security. The rest is insecure. Take some risk there. Take some more adventure in your life. Don't be scared. Don't be angry. Move forward. That's the best advice I can give you now, right? Thank you for watching this short video about spiritual development. Be the rebel in your life. Be a little bit more rebellious. And to the next spiritual video. Hi.